Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching Star Wars Rebels Season 1, Episode 10, Path of the Jedi, which makes me think it's going to be time for some hardcore Jedi training for Ezra, that it is time, he can't just do little moments, he needs to learn some big Jedi lessons. I'm excited for it. I've loved this show so far. A reminder that, as always, you can find the unedited version of these reactions on my Patreon 2 weeks in advance, the edited version 1 week in advance, and let's go.
Ready for what? For a test. Or a challenge.
Oh wow, that's what's happening.
To be a Jedi or not.
Make it clear to him that even if he isn't meant to be a Jedi, that there'll still be a home for him on this ship, please, because he has had a lot of abandonment issues in his life, and fighting for himself and not being able to trust in people. But also that it's important to be a Jedi.
I said you had the potential to become one, but you lack discipline, focus.
Why do you think that is?
I'm not used to all these rules.
You need to learn though.
You have to help him.
I hope I can.
I know you can.
I know you can too. Because he deserves it, and so do you.
I want you to meditate. Let the Force guide you to one of them.
What if I can't find it?
That's part of the test. Trust yourself. Trust the Force.
I know you've struggled with that, but you can do it.
Did you take this test at my age?
It was different for me, Ezra. Everything was different back
Yeah.
then. All that remains now is the Force.
He's trying to teach you the way. He's trying to teach you the best ways he can.
And it's right here on Lothal.
You sure?
I can't give you the coordinates, but I can direct us there. I know I can.
Did he already know there was a temple here?
The temple, it wants to admit me. No, wait, not me. Us. Master and Padawan.
Yeah.
Together.
Then together it shall be.
Plus, Ezra's first time in any kind of Jedi structure, and how long has it been for Kanan? Ezra's lifetime?
With them, masters whose Padawans never returned.
You're putting your life in my
Oh Lord.
Good training in mind.
Great. Should have brought the holocron. Lothrat, Lothcat, Lothwolf run. Pick a path and all is done.
Really?
What happened to having faith in me?
Second thoughts. Fortunately.
Is that really him?
Might not have much time.
Or is this somehow the Force? Yeah, this isn't real, this is the place talking to him.
I felt a disturbance in the Force.
Sweetheart, these are your worst fears. It's sort of tapping into when he felt the darkness last time, isn't it? Ezra, remember? This place is testing you.
I swear you'll pay.
Sweetheart, this is the dark side. If you give in to it, you can do this. You can do so much, my love.
I'll be happy just to get my cabin back to myself.
It's too bad because he had skills that were useful to our cause.
Sweetheart, these are his worst fears. That they don't really care about him, that they're just using him.
Just a little kid. I pity him.
Sweetheart, this is your darkest fear, that you're not really a part of the team and they don't want you.
Listening.
Ezra, does he have to try and face him using the light side of the Force to prove he's ready?
Or was that an illusion too?
Oh, poor boy.
Either way, I'm trapped. No
Yeah.
way I get this open on my own.
Believe you're not alone.
Again.
These are your worst fears.
Yeah. Been alone before. Survived. I can survive this.
Oh.
Kanan's not dead. He might need my help in there.
He's believing in himself and looking out for others. Keep that up, my sweetheart.
No, there's always a way out. If I follow my training.
Yes, yes, yes.
Are you afraid to...
Afraid of being alone again? Sure. Afraid of letting down my master? Absolutely.
Oh.
Master lies dead.
Sweet boy, I'm proud of you. You believed in yourself, you believed you were capable, you believed you were brave, you believed that your master loved you.
Young one. Ready are you?
Who's this? I mean, I know who it sounds like, but... The Force.
Kid's taking too long.
Give him time. Oh, yeah.
Nothing of your own training.
Master Yoda.
Yeah. I'm more just intrigued as like,
Losing it.
Losing. Lost. Yes.
is somehow Yoda's spirit here?
Lost.
Master? How?
This means the world to him as well, to be in a Jedi place.
With how?
It's true. I'm not sure of my decision to train Ezra. Not because of him or his ability.
Yeah, exactly. They both need this.
Because I lost my way for a long time. But now, I have a chance to change things.
You do.
I won't let him lose his way. Not like I did.
Did he lose his way after the fall? Because that makes sense. It's human nature.
For everything it took from my parents,
These are your
I wouldn't be helpless anymore.
These are your fears.
Revenge. Much anger. Much fear.
It's what you
I
choose
just
to
wanna protect
do.
myself and my friends. I'll protect everyone. Before I met Kanan, I only ever thought of myself. But
Not
Kanan and
entirely
Ezra,
true, but
they
yeah.
don't think like that. They help people. They get alive. They feel alive, like I do now.
Good.
Oh.
Ahead of you a difficult path there is, Padawan.
Mm-hmm.
A Jedi you may yet be.
This Kyber crystal? This looked a lot like the Kyber crystal caves that time, but
How are you?
Different, but the same.
yeah.
I know what you mean.
Found this.
I don't believe it.
What is it? It's good, right?
Ezra, that's a kyber crystal.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. What's a kyber?
A lightsaber crystal. I have to admit, I know what's in there. Past.
No. Yeah. Awful as it is right now, they are struggling being Jedi and becoming Jedi with the old and the new way of doing things. Is he making his...
Been working on that thing for weeks.
That is an interesting looking lightsaber boy.
Well, it's different.
Yep.
That seems about right for you.
It's a different world they live in. Bless him. Okay, I really love this episode. I love hearing Yoda's voice. I was trying to work out whether was Yoda just chilling on his planet being like, I will send messages I will send now. But I loved, again, I think this show is really showing you the delicate balance surviving Jedi had to live on, with respecting their old ways, respecting what it means to be a Jedi, but acknowledging that way fell, that way didn't survive, that way lost itself in a lot of ways, and to survive you have to keep moving. I'm so intrigued to learn more of Kanan's story, to learn more of what happened to him, because obviously we've seen he uses guns a lot, and he has a crew and he runs around and he has a girlfriend. They're not married, are they? But he has a family, he has many attachments, he's not rigidly sticking to what he was brought up with. And what was it like to survive the fall of everything you've been taught, your whole way of life and everything as a child? In some ways I feel like if he could talk about that with Ezra, they could maybe relate to each other a little bit. He has had to survive first and foremost for the longest time, and now through Ezra he's figuring out what it means to be a Jedi now and trying to train him, and all of his insecurities about training Ezra have nothing to do with Ezra not being good enough. They're feeling that if he fails Ezra, if Ezra does not become the brilliant Jedi he can be, it will be Kanan's fault somehow for failing him. That was why he wanted to give him to Luminara. It wasn't because he hated Ezra, it was because he thought he was not a good enough teacher. And he is someone that was very young when their entire world was destroyed. We don't yet know how he survived, where he was when it all happened. Did he watch other people fall, or did he just hear about it? But regardless, knowing the terrible tragedy of everything that happened with Order 66 and how young he was, I could see him forsaking the way of the Jedi, thinking, what did that give me? It took me from my original family, and then it gave me nothing. So I'm excited to learn more about Kanan's past and to see where he goes with Ezra in the future. Then with Ezra, they did a really good job this episode of kind of showcasing his greatest fears and insecurities. I love that it was also Kanan had to do a bit of work too, and acknowledge himself, because it's a good thing to do in general. Keep aware of yourself and your fears and your what might be leading you to act a certain way. But I love the way Ezra was, you know, initially had that instinctive reaction of, I can't deal with this, I'm running scared. That part of him that is still scared that everyone on the Ghost, for all that they treat him like he's a family member now, for all that they treat him like they care about him, that he is one of them. What if deep down they're all thinking, God, this kid, at least he's useful, which makes so much sense given everything he's been through. The fact that, you know, if I had tragically lost my parents at age 7, there would have been many adults in my life who would have volunteered, who would have come and taken over that role. For Ezra, his parents had various friends, none of them did that, and he was left alone. It makes sense how he would be that scared of this. That's what I've been saying, that I think he's beginning to trust that they love him and he's valued on this team, but knowing it and truly believing it in your core are very different. But he stood up, but I loved the moment when he was like, well, so what? If I am alone again, I survived that. I got through that. I am gonna keep fighting even if I am alone again. And you know what? Maybe they need my help right now. Maybe I can go in there and maybe I can save the day. Maybe I can be something and help Kanan. He didn't give in to his fears. He showed how strong he was. And even when he felt that resentment and revenge, because again, revenge is a natural emotion. If somebody hurts you, if somebody hurts your loved ones, you're going to want to make them pay. But if you can sort of think, yes, I do kind of want that, but ultimately I want to protect other people. I want to make sure no one else ever feels that again. I want to be the person that gives someone hope. I loved that moment as well, and he was rewarded with the Kyber crystal, his own lightsaber, his very unique lightsaber, but he's a unique boy, being a Jedi in a unique time. So this was, it was phenomenal. I absolutely love this episode. I'm intrigued about the dead masters just chilling there. Have they been there at some point in the last 15 years? They had a Padawan and they brought them here and the Padawan failed? Because good job, Ezra. But this was just a really good episode. I like the way this show is really showing you the struggle of being a Jedi now, of honouring the past, of honouring what it means to be a Jedi, but also facing the fact that you're not in the same world it once was. Things are different now. Very excited to see where the show goes next. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction and all of my reactions on my Patreon. You get this reaction 2 weeks in advance, the edited version 1 week in advance, and thank you so much for watching.